Cassiopeia during the playoffs was actually Caps, because Fnatic do not play around that mid lane very often. And he very clearly sends a message here that he values other mid laners above it. Cassiopeia should just come in here for H2K side against the Syndra. We've seen that matchup time and time again, and Fibbervent did fine in the laning phase when he played it against Exile.
Very well, in fact. Champion at 100% win rate once again yesterday's series. Cap's gonna hope he can do better on the Syndra this time around. Has been an incredibly good champion for Caps. We do have to acknowledge that, but Cassio looked to be the stronger champion overall in yesterday's series.
Looks like they're just going to go for a safe sort of top laner in the form of a Maokai. Fnatic, they have a few options. They could go for the Cho'Gath, does fine into the Maokai, or they could go for something a little more aggressive in the Renekton if they wanted to.
Would they play Rumble for Soas?
They could do. They could do.
There's a lot of magic damage.
Yeah, I'd also be concerned with the Engage coming out from Fnatic. You do have the Gragas, but there's no really good follow-up CC to facilitate that. So I think I'd prefer something like a Cho, just to add that extra bit of utility. You've got plenty of damage with the Sivir and Syndra, and then you have a Morgana jumping in ulti too. Like, I think there's enough damage there.
The safer option, Soas seems to agree as well, locking in that Cho'Gath for himself. And you got the classic comp with the 2 tanks in the front and 2 carries right behind in Sivir Syndra from Fnatic's side. But I think the Maokai pick here is very good with a very early roam to the bottom lane.
Sauce has been burned. Caps on the way in. It may not be an Aurelion Soul, but the Syndra is here. That's the double stun, but the binding goes wide. So much invested, but not a lot gained.
Return gank now in the top lane from Jankos. No flash, remember.
Broxah sees this coming. Back ping coming out. Soaz they need to burn through Soaz immediately. Stun is going to go in. That's the permafrost. One more auto moving forward, and first blood.
Rekkles is bottom lane, so H2K can fight this.
Caps is now in trouble. Black Shield goes into CC. Not going to be blocked enough. Damage more than enough to take down Caps in that exchange.
Really good pillar there from Che. No flash available on Caps. It was just like we were talking.
Yeah, someone could be waiting in the bush to kill him. Fnatic do see him coming, however, they immediately back off.
But the problem here for H2K is Source had already left bot lane.
Exactly.
He literally walked like a minute ago and said, peace, I'm out. I'm just going to walk to Baron. So H2K needs to do this exact thing when Source is already sitting bot.
But for now, they're just trying to take down the Cho'Gath. TP is coming in. Soaz caught in the middle of the squad. Is going to use the Gargoyles don't play, but he's going to go down. That is the
biggest. Why did he walk in there? Why on earth did he walk back in towards the Baron pit when all of his teammates already walked away?
Now it's all on Broxah. So much pressure on him once again. Now he needs to secure from the other side. Can he be the member to leap over the walls to take this Baron down? Eyes on the Baron. 4K health getting lower. Fevin will have the miasma. Is he going to block the entrance? 2K. That's going to be burned down. He does get it! Broxah! That's the hero Fnatic needs, but now they have to face the fight. Fevin is moving forward, but the flashes are used, and they're going to walk away with the Baron. Guys, it's the exact opposite of game 1.
The Fnatic Caps burst, combined with the smite from Broxah, the black shield on him as well. Fnatic played that steal wonderfully, taking that objective away and getting exactly what they needed to keep alive in this game.
Is this just what we're going to see every game? Red side just gets to steal a Baron at 20-odd minutes.
They will learn now. They will learn. They'll be like, next time when we 4v5, let's just jump out of the Baron pit and fight the guy standing behind right there. Odamn is in a perfect position to force a team fight. His entire team can follow him, but instead they get the Baron so low, there's actually a chance for this to happen. It's a nice setup by Broxah and Caps, but it's all being basically allowed by H2K. They could have turned and fought way earlier in a 5 versus 4. Instead we get this happy face on screen.
Oh, the look of... this is sad. We're losing this game. But they're going to try now. Rekkles moving forward. Jankos is in a bit of trouble. Caps tries to get some damage in, but Odoamne from the backside, he's going to take him down. Subjugate will grab the kill in the end. That's one over to Che. H2K going to stop this push for now.
That was a really good flash by Jankos just when the fight started, because Fnatic were trying to turn on him with the Cho'Gath, and then when he survived...
Syndra. So every time you get close to the tower, not only is your minion wave going to be instantly cleared out, but the pick potential is very strong.
Che is just going to get taken down. No, is going to make it out. Subjugate makes him so tanky. Nuclear now firing back. Jesus is in trouble. Clean cuts, not going to fire through any further. Featherstorm still up and available. Nuclear pushing in. They're hungry for this dive, you can tell, but the wave clear is still there, even with Broxah gone. And
I cannot believe that Chase survived that play. The Subjugate doing so...
Chain CC onto Odoamne, not tanking the tower quite yet.
That is a big shield.
That's moving in, silence, and the knockup. It's a slow and steady fight. Tank moves in, could be in trouble. Odoamne will get taken down by Caps. That's going to be crucial for Fnatic, but the fight cannot continue. There is no follow-up engage.
I think that call was actually smart by H2K to just try and rush down and see if they can kill the tower in time, but sadly for them, the minion wave was just a little bit too slow. So all the hits that with 4 members were against the buffed up tower. And then the turnaround here, Odoamne most likely could have walked away, but by him actually re-engaging in to try and dodge some damage, suddenly Caps and Rekkles was in range to kill him. And that's now 25 seconds on this Maokai here. There's no deep wards he can TP to either. So Fnatic at least gets a chance to push out a few more waves, and we're sitting on almost 400 CS for Rekkles at the moment.
Oh, and this is the point. This is where H2K are going to have to be ready to out-execute.
So I just want to see if Odoamne can actually just walk away from this one. It's only 1 kill, but still it gives Fnatic at least some gold, because at this point here, everything is fine for him. He gets feasted, he's stunned up, and I think by him actually re-engaging in, he just puts himself in that situation where both carries can hit him.
Yeah, he actually puts himself in range of Caps' ulti, and I think if he kept warding, you are correct.
Be clear, Fnatic have a Cho'Gath. If they take this Baron, it is not a 50-50. It is heavily in their favor. Eyes on Jankos. Can he steal this one away? He's going to get knocked up. He's going to get silenced. Knocked away from the pit. They get the kill onto Morgana. They are going to get the Baron in the end for Fnatic, but can they take the fight? Odoamne is zoning Caps out beautifully. Rekkles fighting in the pit. Featherstorm comes out. Blade Caller not going to bring it back. Rekkles finally going to flash away. So as debating, Odoamne may have pushed too far, moving in but no feast. Now Broxa is on the return, on the hunt, has been burned. Odoamne all on his lonesome, and Fnatic still walk away with the kill.
Yeah, that engage in mid lane was so important for Fnatic. Fibrin got stunned up, didn't get to use his flash, and then suddenly they can go for that Baron. That was supposed to be H2K's. H2K won that early.
Tried to close the game, and it has been so difficult for the team, but now they're looking to start a fight on their terms. Odoamne with the Righteous Glory, debating whether or not it's the right choice. Will use the ultimate. Shay running forward on the front lines. As long as that Subjugate is up, he is a lethal threat. But it's just the trade of cooldowns.
A lot of ultimates are used.
If they can take Rekkles down, that's a massive shield. He's still ripping through the mud deep. Oh, Rekkles is still alive. Nuclear getting lower and lower. Righteous Glory used. The silence comes in. Odoamne is in trouble, and he's going to get taken out.
And Caps was the real MVP of that fight. Such a fantastic stun to stop the re-engage from H2K. Fnatic with the Baron buff and 5 members are going to break into the base of H2K.
Pushing forward. They are going to be able to break through the inhibitor. Will they push for more? 40 seconds on Odoamne, 26 on Jankos. Fnatic finally find themselves with advantage.
Soaz can TP in, full HP on a minion. They have this AD carry, they can just burst through the towers. They're going for the finish.
No hesitation, 1 tower is going to drop. Nuclear needs to survive, but Broxa with the aggressive engage. Featherstorm comes out, Blade Caller not going to be enough because Soaz is here for a meal, but it's going to be Rekkles ripping through the towers. It's going to be Fnatic finding a way to turn it around, and while Soaz goes for the cheeky 1v1, the team is just looking to end the game. Fnatic will move up 2-0 in their series versus H2K.
Great comeback from Fnatic, and a horrible loss for H2K. They were already down 1-0. They were winning the early game. They did so many things correct, but when it came to the Baron, even in a 4v5 situation, they managed to allow